Okay, so we're going to talk now about converting percentages to fractions. And like I've said lots of times during maths, percentages, fractions and decimals are all one big maths happy family. They're all interchangeable, and generally if you've a problem with in percentages or fractions or decimals, you have to change them all to the same thing. So this is how you change percentages to fractions. So 50% is like 50 over 100. Reduce that down to its lowest terms. 50 into 50 goes once, 50 into 100 goes twice. So 50% is equal to a half. 75% is equal to 75 over 100. Reduce that down to its lowest terms. So it goes 15, 5 into 75 goes 15, 5 into 100 goes 20. Reduce it again. 5 into 15 goes 3 times, 5 into 20 goes 4 times. So 75% is equal to 3 quarters. 13% is 13 over 100. That does not reduce down any further. 85% is equal to 85 out of 100. So let's divide both of these numbers by 5. 5 into 85 goes 17 times, 5 into 100 goes 20. Can that be reduced down any further? No. So 85% is equal to 17 over 20. Okay, similarly, we can go the other direction or vice versa. So fractions to percentages. So we talked before about percentages being all out of 100. So basically you have to make your fraction equivalent to its 100th counterpart. So for a half, for example, how many times does 2 go into 100? It goes 50 times. 50 ones are 50, so 50 over 100. Very easily then we can write it as 50%. 3/20ths. Okay, so how many times does 20 go into a 100? It goes 5 times. 5 threes are 15. 15 out of 100 is 15%. 4/5. How many times does 5 go into 100? It goes 20 times. 20 multiplied by 4 is 80. So 80 out of 100 is the same as 4/5, and is the same as 80%. Or you can do it a different way. If the denominator is a tricky one, it's not tricky here, but sometimes they can be tricky. You can just multiply your fraction by 100 over 1 to change it to a percentage. How do we multiply by fractions by a fraction? Top by the top, bottom by the bottom. 1 by 100 is 100, 2 by 1 is 2, 2 into 100 is equal to 50% because you can't have a top-heavy fraction. We know that from previous. 3/20ths, change it to a percentage. Multiply it by 100 over 1. 3 multiplied by 100 is 300. 20 multiplied by 1 is 20. 20 into 300 is equal to 15%. 4/5. Multiply by 100 over 1. 4 by 100 is 400. 5 by 1 is 5. 5 into 400 is equal to 80%. And that's how you change percentages to fractions and fractions to percentages.